Boys, you too can own this 1970 Ford Dodge D100. The main frame I bought off of a guy north of here. She's been tortured a little, I think. Well, that looks just like brand used, baby. Welcome to RCindustry. Well, hey, it's Rick here, and yep, we're back today. You know, we got the old list here, and we're actually going to have to add something to this list. Let me get my pen. We're going to have to add tack to this list. Tackle meter. That ain't how it's spelled, but that's what we're going to add to the list. We have one in the truck, but it doesn't work. So I picked up another one, so we need to get that in there. But today, we talked about we were going to do tune-up next and all this kind of stuff. But I think today what we're going to do is we got to work on the towing device. So what we got here is some parts and pieces that I've put together. We've got some more parts to put on. We got to get some fenders on it and some lights. And we got to get a title for it and some license plates. But today, this thing over here, she's not working too well. So we got to kind of take this upper pan off and see what's going on, because there's something not right on that frame. So, but this is the new tow device that I've been hinting around about. Some of you, I think, the members already know about this, but the rest of you haven't seen it yet. So, yeah. We purchased some parts here and there. The main frame I bought off of a guy north of here. So, yeah. Anyway, let's just get right to it. I think one of the first things I want to do is I want to take this plate off, and I guess I got to take that bolt. This thing is supposed to swivel on there, and then there's a brace down here on this ramp that's broke. So we got to see what all that is going to entail. Sorry for the wind. I mean, it's just been windy and crazy around here lately. And rainy too. I know everybody else is getting rain as well. So let me tear some of this apart. And wow, the wind, goodness gracious. Let me tear some of this apart and I'll show you what we're getting into. Let's see if we can get this off. I don't know if we can. Ooh, that wind feels pretty good, but man. Okay, so that's a big 1.5 inch nylon nut. That is like some kind of a bushing. This thing doesn't pivot very good, so I figure there's something wrong. There's not any wear on this piece, so that's good. There's no grease there anywhere, which kind of surprises me. Okay. Well, I don't know there. Let's see. Well, you can definitely see that we got some problems here. This Chinese metal, you know, she's just not what she ought to be. This is the swivel pad on this side and the one over here. So let's see if we can get some of this taken apart, because this is cracked here too, so that's going to have to be fixed. And obviously you can see this one is cracked big time. So let me get some more of this tore apart and we'll go from there. Show you more. Okay, well, let's just take a look at all this good stuff here that I bought to try to make a trailer to pull this thing with. So the first thing we got to deal with, well, I did straighten this lip out. And so we got this pivot and this pivot area, or that's the rub area for the pivot here, because this thing swivels like this. So, with that being said, this, and I'm sorry for the wind, but we ain't got nothing but wind and rain this year, so just have to bear with me. This is broke loose from here, so we're going to have to grind this out, and we're going to have to re-weld these little areas down in here across here. So we got to get that done. And then we got to come over here. This thing's been rode hard and put away wet, this old frame. So this right here, it's got a gusset plate underneath all of this, but it's cracked here and it's cracked right here. And then obviously you can see that is a mess there. So we'll have to, and it's all bent, so we're gonna have to weld here and over here. Then we can start bending this up and work this back in under where it's supposed to go and get this all welded. And I would say that we'll have to put some sort of a brace underneath there and weld it, just because, you know, this one's trying to crack over here too. And in fact, it is cracked right there, but this side's not broken yet. But you know, it's been she's been tortured a little, I think. So yeah, this is when I really need my buddy Kent up there to, he's a good welder. I'm not. You guys have seen me weld, so. But I'm gonna dust off the old stick welder in there. This stuff's pretty solid. I think I should be able to weld that with a stick welder. I don't. If I'm going to use the gas welder, I'm going to have to get some gas because I'm about out. Which I can do. That's not a problem. I don't. I think whatever we're going to do it tomorrow. Because it is so windy out here that I can't even film, so hardly. So yeah. Let me study on this a little bit and figure out exactly how I want to do this. Show you more. Good morning. Bright and early. Day 2 of working on the old, I don't know what we're going to call this. We ain't got a name for it yet. Anyway, today, Kent from Tadlock's Tool Shed is going to come down here and, yeah, probably tell me how to do this correctly. Hopefully. Anyway, well, it's a Jim Dandy. What do you think?
That's something else, isn't it?
Yeah, and I mean, if we have to take it apart, we can pull this pin here and this, and we can flip it over if we need to, or you know, because it'll roll over, I think. And this piece up here, I lifted it up there one side at a time. But we're gonna have to drain the water out of it before we can weld it, I guess.
Well, I suppose we just as well drain it out and let it dry up, huh?
Okay.
That coffee cup out of the way. Weld it up, we can move all of that out of the way if we want to.
Right.
So what do you want to do here?
Well, we can flip it over, I guess.
Okay.
Whichever direction you want to do it. We could just turn it over and let it dry. Or
Yeah.
Let it sit there for a while.
Yep.
Well, the only thing is one of these buckles is missing.
Yep.
But I don't have anything like that to make something out of it. And really, my truck is wide. It just fits on here, so I'll be using one of these two anyway, so I don't think it's a problem.
Yeah.
need it hot. They're turned up.
Wouldn't hurt.
More heat or wire?
More heat.
There you go.
Give her some more heat yet.
Okay, I'll go up to the other range. There you go. There. More?
Yeah, you can.
There we go. Well, hey, sorry for the interruption in today's video, but I wanted to take this short opportunity to let you know about Shop RCindustry. Yes, you can go to Shop RCindustry and you can get you this trucker's hat. Order online today. We also have shirts, white, gray, and black. And wintertime is coming, so get you a hoodie. We appreciate any purchase you make on Shop RCindustry. You can go to the About section in your phone, scroll down to the very bottom and click on that tab and it'll take you right there. All the proceeds are going back into the builds here at RCindustry. Here at RCindustry, we're making it just like brand used, baby. And now, back to your regularly scheduled video. Well, that looks just like brand used, baby. Well, as you can see, the old Harbor Freight sawhorse that's supposed to hold 450 pounds, she didn't hold up. Reckon I can get that replaced? I bought the replacement insurance. So, we got this piece here welded up, or actually Kent did, and he welded it in twice as many places as it was, because the only thing that was still welded and tacked together was down there. And some of these welds up here, when he ground them out, they had never even been penetrated from the original build. You know, that it was welded to the pipe there, but not the actual plate. So it was not put together correctly from the very beginning. So anyway, we may be overdoing it a little bit, but I don't want this thing to fall apart when I'm driving down the road pulling my race truck. Ricky's race car truck. There you go. Just like brand new, baby. Okay, while Kent's welding that, I'm going to put this tongue back up in there. And I took and ground that a bit earlier. So I want to put some grease on each side of this, and we'll stick the pin back through here, and we should be ready to go. Show you more. Well, let's take this brand used trailer and get it down off these ramps.
Apple cart.
Yeah,
I like that. Kind of like it.
Yeah, some old Sears and Roebuck ramps, I think, or Kmart or something.
Got a bandage?
Yes.
I think I need more.
I'm going to paint this thing red, white, and blue. Put some stars on it.
You need to come forward.
Me, my son.
We.
Oh, no, yeah, right there's the hole.
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, I think you're probably pretty good. Let me move mine.
Nope, it's going to come with it.
Well,
We can line that up, I think.
got this big nail. Look at that.
Yep.
Just like brand new, baby.
Close. Harbor Freight. Pry bar sets don't have nothing on big nail.
No, that big nail's cool, man. I've had that since I worked at Lee's Body Shop.
Marks in the paint
No.
where they're not blue, they're white.
Oh, like here?
Like here.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, yeah. So it got
I'm
hot.
pretty sure that that's not going to pop out.
Well, I don't think some of those were ever even welded from the factory.
Some of them weren't.
Here, I can get it from this side.
Okay.
Crank that thing over if you want to.
Ready?
Yep. That's pretty tight.
Yep.
Yeah, see, before it wouldn't swivel. So it's because it was all caught up with this, I think.
Oh, awesome, yeah.
It's definitely balanced well. I mean, you can pick it right up.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I don't see a problem with that. When the thing is I think what tore the thing up is you gotta
Unhook it.
You gotta pull that pin so that
They tried to drive it up on there like this.
yeah, and I think it did. I bet. That's what I think.
I would bet that you're right.
Because this was bent, you see, it still bends a little, but that thing was bent down, that far. So, somebody commented on one of my welding videos, putting the 4-pans in, and they were like, "Man, you took some old trash can lids and a hammer and beat them out. That's awful." And I'm like, "Cool, man. Just keep talking about it." Because 5 or 6 other people said stuff about it, and I'm like,
Yep.
Just keep talking."
Yep, and I painted it with a piece of burlap bag and a mop handle.
Well, guys and gals, this is going to about do it for today. I'm going to get out here and paint it tomorrow, and I'll show you that, and then we're going to call this video good. I want to thank Kent for coming down. If you haven't checked out Tadlock's Tool Shed, you want to zip on over there to YouTube and type that in. And,
I don't have anything new.
No, but he's got his shop almost done, and he's about ready to start. So
I'm getting ready to start back up.
So anyway, show you more tomorrow. Well, hey, it's Rick here, and this morning I'm going to put a second coat of blue on this. I didn't show you the first coat because I kind of got excited last night, so I came out here and put the first coat on. And so now we're going to put the second coat on, and we'll let that dry, and then we'll work on getting all this white painted. And the fenders haven't come in yet. I've got some fenders ordered for this, and I think I'm going to paint the fenders red and the rims red, and then the rest of this will be white, so it'll be red, white, and blue, you know? Hey, show you more. Yeah, as you can see, I got it all painted. We don't have, the fenders still haven't come in. So I think what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I've got my lettering for RCindustry. It's going to go on the tongue here. And I think we're going to probably put this project, you know, I guess we're going to have to put it off for a little while until we get you know, the fenders in, because that's the part that gets painted red. I keep changing this on you if you've been watching and listening, you know, but it was kind of a work in progress, and I think I want red fenders because I actually went and bought some new wheels and tires for this, and that bearing over there is a little noisy, so I want to tear that apart and make sure the bearing is good. Maybe it just needed grease. I don't know. Yeah, you know how it is. But I'd like this thing to be able to make the trip down to Sikeston and back. And that's, you know, that's about 600 miles round trip for me. Well, you know, the way I'm going to go is that far. So anyway, I think I'll get the stenciling put on here, or the lettering, I mean, and then I believe we'll hook it up to the lawnmower, put her back in the back there where I keep it, and until we get the rest of the parts in. Well, there you go. I had enough lettering to put at RCindustry, so, you know, I don't know. I thought it needed something there. I wanted to put just like brand used across there, but I don't have any more R's. There's my tires. I think it turned out pretty nice. I think it's going to look nice when I get the fenders, when they finally come in. They keep saying they're going to come in. I mean, you know how that is, you know. This is the date that they're coming, and then that date comes and goes, and then they update and say, oh, well, by the way, you know, it's hung up in Atlanta, Georgia, or something like that. Who knows? Well, it's time to get started on this thing. What we got? 88 days left till the No Name Nationals. Oh my gosh! And as usual, I'm right down to the last wire, and you know, it's not ready to go. So anyway, thanks for coming along. Be sure and like and share. I hope you got something out of this tow dolly video. If nothing else, maybe you saw me mess up and you know more about these tow dollies than I do, because I have no idea. I kind of basically pieced this one together. So got the paperwork sent off today to try to get a VIN number for it, so we can get a title, so we can get license plates. I'm not so worried about locally around here, but driving through Illinois scares me anyway. So I want to make sure I've got license on them. So anyway, yeah, more to come on this thing. Yeah, as always, we're making it just like brand used here, baby.
I kicked the habit of smoking back some time ago. I tried the hard stuff, I had to let all that go. The toughest thing I ever gave up was today. Old habits like are hard to break. And I use a lifesaver to help me get off cigarettes. You know, for your love, ain't found no lifesaver yet. I've gone cold turkey, it's not even one kiss a day. Old habits like you are hard to break.